Alright, so this is another episode of Starsis, and let's talk about it. So I'm joined by Damodar here, say hello.
Howdy. Howdy, gang.
Grim Job here, say hello, Grim.
Hello.
There you go, Machine, say hello.
G'day, guys.
Shingara,
Hello?
there you go, and Tofu.
Hello.
Alright, so this subject is going to be on the latest ATV. It was a really good one, we're all really hyped. So, let's get talking about, first of all, the AI, the human AI movements and stuff. So, who wants to take this one out the hanger first?
Well, Damodar here.
Alright then, go for it. What's your thoughts on the AI?
Well, as a man who owns many large ships, I'm pretty keen on having a lot of AI in it. And I'm quite psyched to see AI performing in such ways that they're ducking for cover, not shooting through each other. And yeah, it's going to be handy to have those on board. They seem like they're coming along.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody else got any opinions?
It gives me a lot of ideas on how the NPCs will react to us differently, and it makes me wonder how the ships, like the pirates, the ICC missions, will react to us, because at the moment they're very predictable. And if you notice, after 30 minutes of fighting them, they sort of die.
Yeah. Alright, so anybody else got anything to say on AI, or are we gonna move along? Alright.
Well, look, I'm hoping.
Guess we're moving along.
Yeah.
The AA turret, the module thing. I mean, anyone got anything to say on that? I mean, it was pretty cool in my opinion. I really love that.
That's probably my favourite section. Really looking forward to having turrets that know how to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And shoot on their own. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially at moving targets and knowing what range to actually engage, so it doesn't waste necessarily power or ammunition.
I think I noticed something on that as well, where you can see what type of balancing they're going to do,
Yeah.
because they were firing and they were hitting on target, but there was long gaps between them firing.
Yeah.
Okay, so slower rates of fire for accuracy, or high rates of fire for less accuracy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we could be in a position where the NPCs that we hire are the consoles that we put into the turrets can have grading on it, the better. So like the top NPCs and AI turrets could be close to a player, so they
Yeah.
fire faster and get on target quicker.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Agreed.
Right, moving on to the next subject, which is the new doors system. How about it? Oh yeah. Alright, who wants to take this subject out the hanger?
I'll take it.
Alright, go for it, Tofu.
So it's so what they're doing so far is pretty cool. I think in 3.0 they're going to implement the beginnings of the room system, where you don't have to just glitch out. You can't just glitch out of the airlock, and there'll actually be a oxygen system. So if you get out of the airlock, you'll just instantly die. So you have to go through. You have to go through the procedure of going through the airlock and going through the decontamination procedures. If there's any, if you're maybe on like a planet or something. But I think in 3.1 they're going to implement the version 2 of the room system. So let's say a glass or windows blown out in space, all the atmosphere will get sucked out.
Boats. 20
So-
people dead. They can all spawn in my. They can all spawn in my Endeavor for a small fee.
Yeah, so I'm really excited for that. That's really what I'm looking for. You could be, hopefully not, but you could be a troll and just shoot out the window, and you have your spacesuit on, but everybody else doesn't.
Oh man.
Again,
that'd be
Endeavor
horrendous.
fire.
Taking notes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the new door system, in my opinion, is going to be fantastic, especially with the multi-stage aspect of doors themselves now, where you'll be able to enter in codes and things like that, and actually operate the handle and open the hatch or whatever. And it's more involved, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, like manual overrides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially when they're gonna incorporate damage states. You might lose power. They've been talking, about with the lighting, you might lose power to a section of your ship, and then you probably have to do
Be
some
cool.
type of, manual override to get to the other room.
And
Yeah.
that ties in with the interface system and that new interface system, which will be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Alright.
So impressive.
Anybody else got anything to say on the doors or room system?
I'm wondering how it'll translate to the ships, specifically the bigger ships.
Yeah.
Because at the moment,
Love
if they're like the ships themselves, when they're damaged, so you never lose oxygen in a ship. But with this new system, if this is going into the ships, which I think it will, we could be on something like the Constellations or the Carracks. If the cargo bay gets damaged and there's a hole in the side, the oxygen system will then be implemented into that.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm looking forward to seeing actually is let's say you're on board in Idris, right? Or Polaris. You know how the larger capital ships' rooms, when they get damaged, the whole ship interior transforms, right? Like,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they showed it with the Idris a while back. How the hell does, like, you're gonna keep pressure in something where the corridors are Swiss cheese, and it's like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Got to EVA through this one because the anti-grav's not working. God.
yeah, exactly. How many NPC crew members are gonna die in
Yeah.
engagements like that? Is gonna be ridiculous.
So many red shirts.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything to say on that before we move on to the next subject? Anybody?
Enough on the doors, it seems.
All right. Okay, folks. All right. So let's move on to the next subject, which is advertisements and how they're going to be floating around in screens and stuff. What is everybody's thought on this?
I'm excited for this because of the unique ships in game, like the Mako.
Oh yeah. That's going to be
That's-
interesting.
Before, we weren't too sure how Makos were going to earn a living.
Yeah.
Because before, the most things we had for the uses of them were like in the bar, with these television screens. If we have got screens that can pop up anywhere, well, not anywhere, but in specific places, we could stream in, the Vandal attack. The Vandals are coming because the Mako's seen it, and it's scouted 3
Yeah.
Vandal ships.
Yeah, that'd be very interesting.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. Like, say you've got a mate who's in a race. Does that mean someone's got a Mako van there, and you can pay for their Foxtel? So you would like to say, I don't know, and pay for their TV stream. Is that how it works?
That would
Oh,
be
we-
interesting.
What if one of the jobs was, if you had a Mako, you could be hired by the race organizers to cover a race?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Or cover a war between 2 warring organizations.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping for some police camera action type stuff. Some guy on a dragonfly is just, zooming across the planet's surface like, oh my god, he just missed a rock! He just missed a rock!
God damn it, Cletus!
That'd be pretty
I'm
cool.
waiting for the first in-game version of Cops.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. It's like, sir, is this your habitation pod? Yes. Well, we've got a warrant. And he tries to escape outside like the air conditioning hatch. It's like, it'd be amazing.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. But yeah. Oh, machine, far away.
I just thought, I don't know, maybe someone was really dedicated, they could make TV series and broadcast them, knocking off some of the real day ones, like Pimp
Days of
My
Our
Ride,
Yes. Oh my
Pimp my
god.
ship.
Yes. That needs to happen. I'm not even kidding. That needs to happen.
We're doing
it.
They
They
make-
on an 890 jump.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they steal old mate's Aurora, get it back to him with like spinners, neon lights,
Oh, dude.
big massive TV sound system, the whole lot.
Oh man, you know what? I can just imagine it now, right? Some guy's like, we're gonna pimp this guy's buddy's Aurora, he doesn't know we've got it, and then they take his Aurora, they fully pimp it out, neon lights, Christmas tree lights along the inside, give it back to him, and he's like, My job involves stealth. I'm not supposed to be seen, you idiots. That would be fantastic. Oh man.
Yeah, coming this fall. Dog, the space bounty hunter.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. What else?
There's
is
so
there?
many opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. It opens up a whole new door of player interaction. What else is there though? The
Levski.
Yeah, Levski's cool. But
My God, it's good.
we'll get onto that in just a minute. The thing that worried me, because they said the advertisements would change to what your preferences or whatever when you walk through. My biggest fear is it becoming like Google, and it just starts spamming you with ads just constantly as you're just walking down a corridor.
Well, it could be done two ways. You could have it where they are really conservative about what they give you. And then you can have the other side where Ewok can click into it, where you can have the white hat hackers who'll give you ad blockers, and then the black hat hackers will basically spam you with nothing but junk mail.
That would be pretty interesting. Let's see, what was there? Planets, right? The moons and stuff. What were your opinions,
really
guys?
So I think it's really good, because I was kind of wondering, you know, for moons or planets that are tied to being locked, and you know, one side has it's just all daytime, and the other side is just nighttime, or not even tidally locked. You know, the other side of the planet is gonna be super dark. So it's really good that they're implementing these light settings, so you're just not wandering around everywhere. But the thing is, it's good, still good to keep it relatively dark, because it kind of incentivizes you to either stay inside or to probably get back to a safer place, you know, because if it's dark, you know, you might be more exposed to colder temperatures, or maybe the wildlife that's already there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll probably promote better survival tactics, I think, if they still keep it relatively dark but still visible.
What about the rest of you guys? Anyone's got any thoughts?
I was really happy with the way that they're handling the weather effects on the planets. If you remember on the ATV, it showed you where there were like wind gusts going across the planet. And instead of it just clipping through a rock, it was moving around the rock and over the rock. And the only type of road we've seen before is the massive sandstorm, and in that you can't see anything, but it's the little things that you notice more when you're playing games, like the grass moving and stuff like that. So them doing stuff like this gives me a lot of hope of where they're going.
Yeah, precisely. It makes the worlds, or the planets, whatever, a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Immersive?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Atmospheric.
Yeah.
Like, look at Delmar. It looks so cool if you have a look through it in the ATV.
Oh, yeah.
They have the before and after
Yeah.
you know, images.
Oh,
Yeah, some good
looking
lighting
sweet.
effects. And even from last week's ATV with the fog, it's going to be so amazing.
Yeah, precisely. So, all right, now let's talk about Leiski quickly. So, Leiski. Anyone got anything to say?
Miles Eckhart.
Big.
Oh yeah, Miles Eckhart. All right, so who wants to speak about Miles Eckhart?
I'll go ahead then.
All right.
Sandy Gardner put a tweet out just before the ATV where she showed Miles Eckhart being finished off, ready to go into 3.0.
And there you go.
Yeah.
There
that's good.
was some doubt that Leiski and Delmar wouldn't end up in 3.0, but since they considered it a stretch goal, but I think I'm quite optimistic that they'll implement you know, Leiski and Delmar into 3.0, because you know, the thing is they showed off Leiski and Miles Eckhart and all that stuff, you know, in the 3.0 demo. It would be a huge disappointment and a huge shame if they didn't even put in the planet or map that was shown in the 3.0 demo in 2000.
The last 12 months.
Yeah, in the last 12.
Well, the last 12 months. No, well, the last 12 months, what you've seen is what they put in. They put it in the last lead up to the last updates.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, oh yeah, okay, Star Marine, yep, then that got introduced. Then, okay, this happened, yep, then that's been introduced.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand. I reckon it will be in it. Delmar, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to at least. To be honest, I'm gonna first of all I'll stay away from the main landing zone. What I really want to do is just land on a planet and look around and actually just get that feeling of I'm on another planet.
Breathe in that nice planet-side air.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Run around the whole thing, get some exercise.
Yeah. Tofu, scout out the planet. Don't you need a vehicle? No, I'm gonna do it by foot. Oh yeah, man. It's gonna be pretty good.
Is the cargo system coming with 3.0?
Yep.
The which system?
Cargo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
Cargo.
we know that we'll be able to get cargo from Leiski. Where are we going to take it?
Oh, okay.
That's a good question. I don't know. It depends on the.
That's the 3.0.
To the big auction house in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, literally, probably. I mean, there'll probably be a space station or a truck stop that we have to visit.
Yeah.
Well, they have hinted that, well, they've not hinted, they've shown us truck stops, haven't they?
Yeah.
So they've not said it there in 3.0, have they?
No, that's true. They haven't given us
The quest
much
The
information.
quest's going to be randomized for 3.0, subsumption style.
Well, I think there's going to be quests that we can do, but I think they're going to let us do cargo on his own.
Yeah. So they're going to be in their own little economy.
It will be interesting to see where it goes. I mean, as of right now, it's all up in the air. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So planets, more planets. So let's talk about let's talk about guns quickly now. The new preacher weapons. Any thoughts?
If what I think they all look like scatterguns.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that means scatterguns are fixed.
I'm hoping that they're able to be on turrets. I mean, like those particular ones, because I
Yeah.
mean, you know, that way
Go
you.
down a hallway.
Yeah.
Range on the scatterguns, but not as far as ballistics and lasers, are they?
No, they're like a shotgun, right? So it would. What I'm thinking is get them on a ship that has gunners' positions, and you know, use it as a defense against fighters. Like, maybe it would be great on a retaliator, I think.
Also, something else. Do you notice that they look more like Zion weapons than human weapons?
They look like a mixture. I mean, they've got the whole gun barrel of like old school artillery mixed with sniper rifle kind of look to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just that normally when you see the Zions or even the Tiberan, they have more moving parts. Like the human weapons, they're normally just a pipe and you shoot stuff out of them.
Static. So yeah, that it'll be interesting to see. What about the hand-to-hand weapons? What about those guys?
Give me a pink assault rifle.
Oh yeah, everyone wants a pink assault rifle now.
I'm keen on my black and red one.
Oh yeah. You know, it's very interesting. So, anyone got any thoughts on the weapon skins in particular?
It's good. I guess it's good.
Yeah,
Any freedom of thought
yeah,
is good.
I think it's good. You know, to bring all that, you know, level of customization. To the
Creative
table.
freedom.
Yeah, because especially they're also thinking of doing that, you know, to the ships. You know, when they started with those 3 variants, the Saber Comet, the Gladius Valiant, and the Avenger
Warlock, and then there was the Hornet
Yeah,
Wildfire.
Wildfire. That's right. Yeah. So that's kind of the beginning of skin customization and stuff like that. So we're doing that with ships, and then we can.
Look out, Hello Kitty.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, the pink dragonfly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping they give organizations the chance to create skins. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Surely.
That would be pretty good, I think. So, in terms of weapons and stuff, if you could have one weapon that would get a skin, what type of weapon would it be in terms of like hand-to-hand combat?
Have a pink railgun.
A pink railgun, alright? Shingara, what about you?
I'd like to use support weapons in the game. So I'm thinking something like an M249 variant that's for Star Citizen.
That'd be interesting.
I won't have that pink.
Machine, what color or skin would you have on your primary weapon then?
I'm thinking like black and orange leopard print.
Nice, I love it. All right.
Real old.
Just like your undies, I love it.
All right. Grim, what about you, buddy? What would you have on your primary weapon?
Ballistic sniper, golden.
Gold. Oh my god, you're gonna get robbed so fast. Damodar, what about you, buddy?
Give me a gold space desert eagle.
Gold Space Desert Eagle, I like it. I would have to go with a hazard paint shotgun. That's what I would have.
Very Rust-like.
Oh yeah.
I hope they let us put slogans on our, like on the rifle barrels or something. Like, you know, like a shotgun.
10 torpedoes.
Right. You know.
The key, baby.
I'm hoping they can let us put slogans on the bottom of his boots because I want them to be able to see the mark on the face when they get back up.
Oh, you know what I'd love to do though is in terms of slogans. I mean, you know, put them on turrets and things. You know, like look here and wait for flash. You know, it's just like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
A bit of comic relief before you die.
Yeah, exactly. You know, all sorts of things.
Do you remember when they said that they were showing off the ballistic shields?
Ballistic shields? No, I don't remember.
They were like riot shields. I think one of them would have a nice day on them. Would be okay.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be awesome, actually. Those riot shields. It's like, don't shoot. I'm a virgin. Something like that.
Oh Jesus, that would be pretty good. I can imagine, you know, someone putting something crazy on one of those riot shields, like a big yellow smiley face with 3 eyes. You know, something big and funny. It would be nice to see. So yeah, let's move on to the next subject, the Aegis Eclipse. Oh, here we go. This is a touchy subject. All right, who wants to go first?
Ingara does.
All right, Shingara, go ahead, buddy. I mean, you got the most to say on this ship.
Right, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this in the comments and things.
No, I'd probably agree with you.
But I think the Eclipse is a wet paper towel. I think it was put into the game specifically because it was a ship required for Squadron 42. And with its stealth components, that just seems to me that they're lower power, they're not going to be as powerful. And the fact that it's got ballistic weapons, I don't know how you can put them in stealth because all they do is have bullets in them and you shoot the bullets out. But the fact that the new torpedo mechanism now puts a different slant on the Eclipse, because before I think some people thought they would be able to fly up, unload 3 torpedoes at once and get away. As it transpires, you will have 1 torpedo, you lock on, you fire it, then it loads another torpedo, you lock on, you fire that until you've done all your 3, and then you go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a concept art. I think the main concept art was kind of deceptive. You see the close up of the one Aegis Eclipse firing 1 torpedo, and then the one beside it is firing 3 at the same time.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty shady.
Yeah.
It's probably a balancing issue, I fear. I mean, firing all 3 once might be a little bit broken.
Yeah, exactly. I think so.
It would
As well.
disable so many ships.
Yeah.
I think the Eclipse has got a big downside as well. It's designed in such a way that for the only way for it to be viable as a stealth attack ship is to have it with other Eclipses. I don't see how you could use other ships with it in its attack runs and stay stealthy because the other ships would give it away.
Yeah, with the cross-sectional thing going on. They show up more signatures, more blips or whatever, like a
You
flock
can't
of
have
birds.
ghosts or sabers. Well, you might be able to get away with sabers, but they won't be able to do anything. They'd just be guards for the eclipse. But
Yeah.
for stealth runs, torpedoing something, you would need eclipses with it.
Well,
Right.
I'm gonna try and fight its corner here because there's a lot of hate for it. All right. First of all, I'm gonna say I'm guessing in atmosphere it's gonna be very good indeed in terms of like how it flies and stuff. It's got these flaps and stuff that's supposed to help it fly. Um, I think in atmosphere it's gonna be an amazing bomber to have. I mean, fantastic. Really, really something you want to have. Um, because I'm guessing a small installation or outpost isn't going to require any more than 2 torpedoes to take out like a small house or a hut or a radio station or something. It should be easy as hell to knock out. Um, and in terms of doing bombing runs on larger ships, I think using these things on large vessels when the large ships haven't had anything else target them is suicide. Mainly because how much damage do you really think 3 torpedoes is going to do to a capital ship, even a Polaris, right? Let's say a Polaris that has weak armor, but it has shields. Now, you're not going to do much because of the shields. Everything's going to be dampened down, and you know what I mean? It's not worth it. I mean, you need something to
yeah.
come in first. I see these ships as being the finisher, but what's the point in having stealth ships? I mean, you might as well use a
Get a
gladiator.
Retaliator.
Yeah, or, well, yeah, or a
Right.
gladiator or a harbinger, right? You don't need stealth. When the enemy already know that they're in combat, when they're trying to run, it would be useful to use. But, oh, fire away.
I'll come in on a bit of defense of the eclipse. It does have a place, but the reason why I'm so not a fan of it is because it's an end game ship. You use these types of ships when you've got a massive fleet
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah.
If you're trying to use this as a beginner ship, you're toast. You
Yeah.
can't run cargo. You can't guard convoys. You really can't do the ICC missions. It is a fleet-orientated ship.
Yeah. Well, in another regard, right? The reason I think it has ballistics weapons is because energy-based weapons generate a lot of heat, right? And they give off a large signature. Ballistics give off less of a signature. I'm guessing that's why it works, or reason it hasn't.
I'll chime in there. The reason I believe that it has ballistic weapons is because, like with the Gladiator at the moment, having 2 size 2 pulsing energy weapons isn't enough to bring down the shield faster than it can actually regenerate. So by having ballistic weapons, you don't have to worry so much. You can plink away at the armor underneath, and actually get somewhere, in the dogfight if you had to dogfight.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of a wing of these things, right? Like, imagine a large conflict, maybe a bunch of fighters duking it out from a couple of capital ships. Let's say a Polaris and an enemy Polaris, right? Just as an example. And then someone has a wing of these things just come in from the side, completely off the radar because there's so much, signatures and stuff going on as it is. That's when I think they could be effective. Is when the other ship is damaged and is about to leave, you can do the killer blow with these things.
But into that comes the price.
Yeah.
For the price of these,
Yeah.
so many better things you can get that can
Yeah.
fill that role.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I may add to that regarding the price, so it's the Eclipse is priced at $275, right? And when it's flight ready, it'll go up to $330. So that's pretty pricey. I mean, yes, I agree that the Eclipse is a very beautiful ship, very well designed. I really like how it looks. But the thing is, if you're looking for a really good bomber and something that's really versatile and really flexible, I would highly recommend getting the Retaliator. It's at $275, and I would also probably recommend getting the base version, which is actually at a very reasonable $150. Even though it doesn't come with a bomber base, the Retaliator is meant to be a modular ship. It can be a
Yeah.
drop ship, it could be a cargo ship, it could be full out bomber.
Much better.
Yeah, and it can carry
For its
twice as many torpedoes as the Eclipse. I mean, sure. I mean, you need multiple people to operate the Retaliator, and you can have one person operate the Eclipse. I mean, but the Retaliator also has some stealth mechanics as well. Probably not as good as the Eclipse, but it has some.
Oh yeah, man. Like
yeah.
you can just turn everything off, right? Anyway, and just
Right.
float towards your target. But the biggest thing the Retaliator has got going for it, in my opinion, is the fact it can be used as a dropship and become a very effective dropship. It's multi-crew, which means you can get your friends in there with you and have a good time. Not that kind of good time.
Right.
Well, another thing with the Retaliator, it's got beds. You can log out.
Yeah, got beds. Yeah.
Escape pods.
Well, do you remember when they put out the thing for sleeping? To log your ship out, there needs to be beds for everybody. And
Yeah.
with the AI turrets, you could have 2 people on a Retaliator. AI turrets. One person's doing all the systems, another person's flying. You just do it all.
Yeah. Especially if they're
Like,
going to
log out anywhere.
Yeah, especially if they're going to improve the turret mechanics. The Retaliator is going to be a very formidable ship to go against.
The Retaliator is also going to be getting an update in the future. They haven't said when, but they're going to be revising the ship, addressing. Yeah, they're going to be addressing the people think it doesn't have enough crew spaces on board, so they're going to be adjusting that. I mean, it has a kitchen, it has a bathroom, it has all that stuff for the survival mechanics of the game. Yeah,
Shower's nice.
yeah, but
I mean, if your organization is in a situation sometime in the future when the game goes live and you get hold of a Pegasus, Eclipses are the go-to ship.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, what a Eclipse is good for is like a wing of Eclipses and a wing of Sabers together as a really good attack wing. All stealth, and maybe even a part of like a carrier force or something. But the Saber and the Eclipse really go hand in hand for a really good attack force. There's something to probably consider in the future.
The fact that the Eclipse does not fit in the Polaris hangar is a interesting one as well, right? I mean, like there's very limited options now in terms of what ship can carry it.
Right.
I was always a bit iffy on people saying they wanted to put a bomber with a bomber anyway.
Yeah.
I think the reason why the Polaris has got a hangar is so it can have a support craft that can guard it.
Yeah, a fighter. I mean, it's advertised as having like a Saber as on like a guard, and that's exactly what it needs, is a dedicated fighter.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. So that pretty much covers it. So yeah, any other thoughts anyone wants to add quickly before we wrap this up?
I'm just wondering.
Melee combat.
Melee combat.
Yes. Did you see the melee combat?
Oh, the cutscene.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
The address. I'm not sure if we covered on that.
Is that an Idris or is that a javelin?
Yeah, it does look big, doesn't it?
There's some pretty interesting things coming in the future for Star Citizen, I think. And for my personal thoughts here are, if anyone wants to like invest in Star Citizen and they're holding off right now, I would say wait until the 3.0 drops, and then watch some reviews, stick with this channel and get some updates, and then see if you still want in, because I'm guaranteeing you there's some really good stuff on the horizon.
Well, when do people think 3.0 is going to actually hit live?
I'd say mid-July.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
All right.
That's the general consensus.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for a push and say late July.
There might be PTU invites for us all at the beginning of July, though.
We'll have to wait and see.
I think it's going to be early July because I don't think they'll want enough to test it. Not the general population. I think what are them special people called?
Oh, advocati.
Avocados. I think they.
Avocados.
Yeah, I think the avocados are testing it right now.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's a yeah.
That's a big call, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, everybody. But yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So thank you for joining me, guys. This is Damodar. You want to say anything before you go?
No, thank you. I'm just really excited for 3.0.
All right, Grim. You want to say anything to the audience before you go?
Fly safe.
All right, Machine.
Yep. Fly safe, guys.
All right, Shingar.
Fly safe, and in the PU, if you break down, remember to leave your black boxes beeping so I can reclaim your ships.
There you go, Tofu.
If you guys are on the fence of considering whether to get Star System, you guys should really get it. And I'll see you guys in the verse.
There you go. All right, guys. This has been Star System. Let's talk about it. You know the drill, commanders. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.